Welcome to Smashie Reviews. I am Smashie and I am back. I'm gonna make this quick, but there has been a slight change to the segment. I'm no longer gonna be posting every other Friday, but the only time I will be posting now is when I'm able to. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna post that much anymore. It just means that whenever I'm able to get to it, I will. I know I said I was going to be back in January, but I wanted to take some time to myself and get myself together before diving back into this. So with that being said, let's get into what you're here for. Released October 18th, 2002, The Ring stars Naomi Watts, David Dorfman, Martin Henderson, David Chase, Brian Cox, and Shannon Cochran, and was directed by the legendary Gore Verbinski. This film is a remake of the Japanese movie Ringu, which is also based from the book. And according to sources, this movie in particular paved the way for American remakes of not just Japanese movies, but of foreign films in general. Now, I don't think that's true, but if you think about it, The Grudge came out 2004? Might have, I don't know. The synopsis is as follows, and like I said, this movie is a remake of the Japanese movie Ringu, so they basically are the same. They're the same movie, but the Ringu actually there's differences there's differences in between them too. So the synopsis is: a journalist must investigate a mysterious videotape which seems to cause the death of anyone 1 week to the day after they view it, 7 days. That's the whole thing with this, 7 days. Obviously pulled from Ringu's plot, the movie follows Rachel Keller as she tries to solve the mystery behind the mysterious tape that she found at Shelter Mountain Inn. The plot of this film is self-driven. It's not rushed. It's not forced. It's an exciting, suspenseful, thrilling, chilling mystery that keeps you pulled in for the whole 2-hour and 25-minute duration of the film. Once it gets into it, you find out the girl on the tape, and the one that kills you, is, on the 7-day mark, is Samara, whereas in Ringu, her name was Sadako. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I apologize. But yeah, Sadako is in Ringu. She's basically Samara in Ringu, and Samara in The Ring is Sadako from Ringu. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. It's later revealed. The whole thing, when I first watched it, I watched this movie a long time ago. I was like 5. I'm 21 now. I was like 5 when I first watched this movie. It scared the ever-living shit out of me, and then later in life I watched it again. I was like, ooh, this is a good movie. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Going off record for a second. But yeah, later it's revealed that Samara was pushed into the well by her mother, adoptive mother, Anna Morgan, only for us to find out that the daughter Samara was still alive when she was down there. And then as soon as she opens her eyes when she's down in that well, she sees her mother closing the lid of the well, and there's reasoning behind it too. The story of Samara Sadako the story of Samara in this particular movie, Samara and Sadako kind of have two different they're kind of similar, but they have two different backstories. Samara in this movie, she was a kid with mental defects, and she drove Anna insane, showing her basically images in her head, and she drove the horses insane so bad that they ended up drowning themselves. Crazy child. Crazy child. This is proof that children are not fun in horror films. No, they are not fun. The horses, they sensed evil inside her, so that's what caused them to drown themselves. The whole thing with the 7 days is actually somewhat talked about toward the end. Samara lived in the well 7 days and she died. And she basically survived down there for a whole week. And that's basically the whole thing. Whenever she gives you 7 days to live, she's basically giving you 7 days the 7 days that she had. But overall the plot is... It's a good mystery. It's a good mystery. It's a good suspense film. the plot, the whole plot is just amazing. Considering it takes place in Seattle, it rains a lot. A lot. And water is definitely a frequent / main element theme in this movie because of Samara and the well. And, you know. Set-wise, even though I don't think it's considered part of the set, I think the well and the TV, when Samara reveals herself and comes out, is very ominous and dark. You see this, I mean, look, you see this girl coming towards you. You see this girl coming towards you. Like, you see this girl on the screen, on your television, coming towards the screen and then coming out. I'd be unsettled too. I would honestly be unsettled too. Granted, I would not react how Brenda acted in Scary Movie 3, but I would be unsettled. Let's just... no. Let's move on to wardrobe. As for the wardrobe, it's all pretty basic. There's not really much to say, though I do like the way they made Samara look. I love how they made her corpse, ghost, spirit look. They made it, like, her skin looks so decayed, and that it's just the hair. It's the hair. It's the hair. It comes down all the way down to her damn stomach almost, and then she, like, children. I just want to take a second to give Naomi Watts some praise. I mean, she's a talented actress overall. I admire her. And in this movie, she really captures the role as Rachel, and it's stellar. You know, she's a really great actress. I love her in this movie. Her acting in this movie is just amazing. And, you know, the cast, honestly, was well picked, and honestly, they made the movie. You understood each character and everything, so that's all I gotta really say about the acting. Now, the dialogue is pretty straightforward from the beginning, the middle, the build-up, the climax, the reveal, and the end. There's not too much, there's not too less. In other words, the dialogue matches up mostly with Ringo's, except for some things. The ending of Ringo was different from the ending. The ending of this movie was different from the ending of Ringo. Now, this right here is my favorite part of the segment. This right here. Oh my god, this score right here was composed by the legendary Hans Zimmer, and it is this particular OST is one of my favorites of all time. It's my number one. It's, you know, I love it to death. Zimmer is by far one of the most amazing composers. He's one of my favorite composers, and his work is fantastic and phenomenal. He is just, you know, one of the best composers out there. This OST, original soundtrack, or scoring, however you want to pronounce it, I call it OST. It's, you know, very it's machilling. It's mysterious and chilling. You know, and it really makes the movie, like, it makes the scene, each scene pretty much has its own theme, and that's what I really appreciate when it comes to the scoring and to, like, just, it's one of my favorite things, and it's what I really look forward to. And the main, there's one called the main title. It's basically just the main theme. It's my absolute favorite off of this OST, and also This Is Going to Hurt is my favorite on this OST as well. I will link them in the description below so you can check them out. They're I can't even describe it. I can't even describe This Is Going to Hurt, but the main title, it's my favorite. The main title is my number one favorite from this one. It's, you know, the build-up is just so chef's kiss, a whole chef's kiss. You know, it's quiet in the beginning, and it's like, you know, with the piano, and it's like very calming, and you hear the piano, and it builds up slightly, only to come back down to those two chords, and then the string instruments just chime in, and it creates and gives you the mystery and the feel of mystery, and it gives you, you know, the chills that the movie provides. It's just perfection. Now, This Is Going to Hurt is, the build-up is, when I say the build-up is, no words. I will link it. Now this is a great movie. I've seen it at least 8 times. I wanted to talk about it because, well, I couldn't really decide on what the hell I wanted to watch and review, so I just decided to review something that I've seen before. But, I mean, it's not really talked about much. I mean, granted, it's been out since 2000, it's been out for what? 19 years? Damn. Damn, it's been out 19 years. Oh, 19 years this year. Fuck. Damn. Old movie. If you haven't seen it, go forth. Go find it. I recommend the hell out of it. If you haven't seen Ringu, go watch that too. That's a good movie. They're both really good movies. They're both underrated. Nobody hardly talks about either of them. Yeah, I've seen both, so like, go see it. Go watch it. Go see it. Go watch it. Go find it. Go view it. Woo! Thank you for watching and being patient as always. Leave a like and a comment telling me what you thought of the movie. If you've seen it, if you haven't, go find it. Leave a comment if you've seen Ringu. Tell me what you thought about it. If you haven't, go watch that too. They have a whole series. Even the American remix. You got the Ring 2, and Rings. Don't watch Rings. Anyway, follow our social media, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to, hit the little bell. I mean, that is if you want to. Up next, I will be reviewing Carrie, 2013. Don't bully the innocents, kids. Now, with that being said, I am Smashie. I will see you later.